Okay, good evening, everybody. How are you today?
Good evening, teacher. Good, and you?
Great, I am happy today. Thank you for asking. Are you ready to practice today?
Hey, good evening,
Yes,
teacher.
teacher.
Good evening, everybody. Yes, of course. I am ready to practice and to learn new thing.
Excellent. So we are going to start in a moment. As you can see, well, as you remember, guys, tomorrow of course, we don't have classes because it's Friday. Also, guys, tomorrow, as you know, it's Independence Day in El Salvador. So we have to well, to rest, to relax, everybody. So try to take advantage of your time and enjoy your favorite activities. Well, to do your favorite activities, right? We're going to start today. I'm really happy to have you here, Damari, Luis, Abigail, Jose Alfredo, Katia, and Mitzi. Today, as you know, guys, we have our speaking practice. In this opportunity, guys, we will have a short practice about the modal verbs that we learned in this week. Remember, this week we were talking about three kind of modal verbs: for necessity, for obligation, and also for suggestions, right? That's why in this opportunity, I would like to start asking you about this question. In your opinion, guys, what are the most popular attractions in El Salvador? You know, guys, here in El Salvador, we have many beautiful places, but I want to ask you, in your opinion, what are the most popular attractions? Okay, we will start with a girl. So Abigail, you will be our first volunteer. What are the most popular attractions? What do you think?
Can you repeat, teacher, please?
Yes, what are the most, let me see the question, okay? What are the most popular attractions in El Salvador?
Um, I think I don't remember the name. The Laguna de Alegría, maybe?
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful place. Have you ever been there?
Sí.
Okay,
Yes.
that's pretty good, okay? That's a beautiful place. I went there in 2019, I guess. So it's a beautiful place that you can visit, and it's a great place to also to take pictures because it looks really good. Very good. Thank you, Abigail, for your opinion. I would like to ask Luis, in your opinion, Luis, what are the most popular attractions in El Salvador?
For me, the El Puerto de la Libertad zone, right? Because you can find there el Tunco beach. You can see, you can You can see a beautiful attraction, for example, the surf. You can different kind people practice the surfing in that beach. It's beautiful. Um, you can find different kind hotel too, right? Cheap and expensive. Also, in the Puerto La Libertad, you can connect with Sonsonate City. It's not new street, but you can connect with the the hotel the famous hotel in Sonsonate. You can uh, I don't remember the name that hotel, but you can connect with that hotel, and also on the Costa del Sol. Uh, and you can watch or visit the International Airport Monsignor Romero too.
Okay, well done, Luis. You know a lot about that space, about El Puerto de la Libertad. So it's really good that we have like very close places to one touristic place. For example, as you mentioned, if you go to El Puerto, so then you have many other places nearby. For example, you have many beaches. Also, you have the airport. You can go to some hotels in the same area. So it's pretty good that we have like many things really close.
Nowadays, you can drive in New Street,
Oh
and you
yes, there.
can, you can see a beautiful panoramic all beach, right? Yeah, it's a beautiful
So
nowadays.
yes, now I
Oh,
could. Uh-huh.
no, no, how do you say the fear, las ruedas, you can see a park attraction too
Oh
nowadays.
yes, the
Uh-huh,
amusement park.
Playland
Sunset
Park.
Park.
Yeah,
Uh-huh,
Sunset Park. So yes, now as you can see, there are a lot of attractions in that area, which makes that well El Salvador, which makes El Salvador more touristic, right? Because many people is coming to El Salvador from different countries, and they go and visit those new places, and they have these new experiences as for
yeah.
example, driving on the new street, and also going to that new park. Actually, it's not that new because it already has 1 year, but it's a great experience, I guess.
Yeah,
Very good. So thank you, Luis, for your opinion. Now we will continue with
you're
Mitzi.
welcome.
Mitzi, what are the most popular attractions in El Salvador?
Hi, teacher. Good evening. I
Good
think
evening.
it's Suchitoto City.
Oh yes, that's another beautiful place. Have you ever gone to the lagoon, Mitzi?
Yes, teacher.
Oh, great. So tell me, how was your experience in Suchitoto? Hello, Mitzi.
It was funny, teacher. It's a
Okay.
beautiful place because my grandfather was lived there.
Oh, he lived there. That's interesting. That's good. Well, I remember also Suchitoto. It's a great place to visit, because it's a historical place, right? So it has many attractions. For example, the lagoon. For example, well, this is not a lagoon. It's a lake, right? It's a lake. So the lake, also some restaurants, a hotel that is over there. So many things that are in that area are really interesting. So very good.
May,
Uh,
maybe there is a ferry. I am not sure, but maybe a ferry. You can connect with a
Going
Chalatenango.
to Chalatenango.
oh
Connect
yes,
with
that's right.
Chalatenango is a pretty.
Yes, I remember that's true. Okay. Yeah, so you have like that it has that characteristic, right? That it connects with Chalatenango. Sometimes we think that Chalatenango is kind of far, and actually it is a little bit, okay, but it is from Suchitoto to Chalatenango, it's really close. It looks like that. So very good. Now I want to hear Alfredo. Alfredo, what are the most popular attractions in El Salvador?
Hi, teacher.
Hello.
Um, I guess the new attraction Sunset Park with different um, um, activities in the park. You can eat different foods and take a picture with your family or
Okay, well,
different
uh-huh.
classmate. I don't know, teacher. For example, the most popular is the play Parto de la Libertad.
Okay, very
Yes,
good, Alfredo.
teacher. Only that.
Okay, that's good. It's similar to what Luis mentioned. And yes, at the end, El Puerto, well, La Libertad Port and also Sunset Park, those are very beautiful and interesting places. Well, at least the Sunset Park is beautiful. The port, Libertad Port is not that beautiful, okay, but it's a great place to go with your family, for example, and to eat some seafood. So you can have that experience, right? To eat seafood and be near to the near the sea, so that you can have that experience. And in Sunset Park, so this is I could say an excited experience, an exciting experience that you can also have, unless you are afraid of heights. So you can go and have that amazing experience. Well, let's continue right now, and I want to hear Damari. Damari, what are the most beautiful attractions in El Salvador?
Okay, teacher. For me, the most popular attraction are the Santana volcano and also the Pital because they are places with good weather. In my case, I love mountainous places because I enjoy nature.
Okay, pretty good. Um, those are beautiful places, and well, as you mentioned, also those are, I could say that those are very extreme places to go. For example, if you go to La Palma, they have like restaurants, also some places you can go to have a better view of the city. But if you go a little bit higher, you can go to El Pital, right? You can have that experience, that you have both two options, right? You can walk to from Miramundo, I guess, to El Pital, or you can go by car. But walking, it's a great and I consider a extreme experience. Then you have the other place that it's Santa Ana volcano. It's a very uh, extreme adventure, I could say, because it's the highest volcano in El Salvador. So it's a really interesting place, and also it's, as I mentioned before, it's extreme. Very good, Damaris. Thank you for telling us about those places. And what do you think, Christopher? What are the most popular attractions in El Salvador?
Yes, teacher. Well, good morning. Good evening, everyone. I think one of the most popular attractions in El Salvador could be a taco, could be of an acre. You can enjoy a lot of things in that places. You can enjoy the weather too. And I don't know, I think you can spend great time with your family, with your friends. I don't know, You can walk. You can visit a lot of restaurants in the area with good food. You can eat good um, dishes, good flavors. The Central Park in Ataco is really beautiful. I don't know. You can spend great time here. There. Sorry.
Okay, very good. So yes, there are many activities you can do in Ataco. Actually, in the whole Ruta de las Flores, there are a lot of activities. But if you focus only in Ataco, there are also many activities. So you can visit the hotels. You can take beautiful pictures in the paintings that you have that they have in the city. And also, as you mentioned, in the Central Park, there are always many activities to do. So pretty good. It's really nice to hear that about these places. Well, guys, I would like to continue talking about beautiful places to visit. Mostly, guys, that tomorrow we are not going to work, so we can have that experience, guys, to visit these traditional or these attractions that we have in our country. But we have to move everybody. Remember that today we are going to practice a little bit with the use of give me a second. The use of some modal verbs. As you remember, everybody, this week we were talking about some modals. I would like to ask you guys, what are the modals you remember? What are the modals you remember that we practiced this week?
Should,
Okay, very good. We can start with this one. We learned about should, or we practiced a little bit about should.
My,
Oh, might. No, we didn't talk about might. Okay, this week. Remember, this week.
need to,
Need
Must,
to,
must,
must.
Have to.
Very good. Have to. Pretty good.
had
So we
better,
had better. Very good. Let me see. Had better. Uh-huh.
ought to,
Out to. Very good. Out to. Oops. Oops. Give me a second. Out. Oops. Out to, like that. Very good. Okay, we were talking about these models. Everybody remember, should, had better, and out to are used for suggestions or advice. Then need to is used to talk about necessity, and also must in some cases we use it to talk about necessity. Then, guys, we have the use of have to and must for obligations. Remember, it was what we learned let me see, on Tuesday's class. Today, everybody, we will have to make a short practice about the use of have to, must, and need to, okay? I consider should, it's very common when we make suggestions. Actually, that's the basic structure for recommendations or for suggestions. That's why we are not going to practice should, okay? But in this opportunity, I want you to please practice the following or complete the following sentences with the correct form of the modals and verbs. Have to, must, and need to, okay? We only have 8 sentences, so I hope most of us can participate in these activities. Actually, today I have only 8 students, so maybe we can complete 1 sentence per person. We will start, everybody. I will give you right now 1 minute to read the sentences, and then you can help me with the right answers, okay? So right now, guys, take 1 minute, read the sentences, and identify the correct modal. Have to, must, or need to. Okay, go ahead, everybody. 1 minute. Okay, time's up. Right now, I would like to listen to some of you answering the examples. For example, number one, I would like to hear Katia, okay? Katia, tell me, what do you think it's sentence number one?
I think it is we have to go to the new sushi bar in town. Kate says it's amazing.
Okay, we have two, okay? Very good. So that's a great answer. Thank you for it. Let me tell you guys that in some cases, we have more than one possible answer, okay? But this one is correct. Well done. Thank you, Katia. Now we will continue with Damari. Okay, Damari, number two.
Maybe, teacher, maybe. You must were helping me move now. I have enough helpers.
Okay, thank you. Let me see. We will continue with example number three. Let's continue with Mitzi. Okay, Mitzi, what do you think is the correct answer in number three?
Sorry, teacher. Can I say something? Well, can I ask you something?
Yes, Christopher. What do you need to ask me?
Okay. In the example number two, what is exactly the meaning of bother in this context? The bother.
Well, bother, as you know, it's that maybe you are well, how can I say this? This is really difficult to explain this word, okay?
Es como molestar, ¿no? Es lo que entiendo.
Oh, yes, that's right, okay? So in this context, I could say that bother is like to make or someone start feeling uncomfortable, right? So don't move. In this case, let me tell you that the example should be negative because of the context. You must bother helping me now. I have enough helpers. It mentions that this person has, I'm sorry, many people to help. So the other person don't have the necessity to get up and help, right?
Okay, got it.
So yeah, as I told you guys, this example should be negative. So maybe instead of must, we could say mustn't, right? I will change it just for you to have an idea. We will continue right now. Example number three, Mitzi. What do you think is the correct sentence?
I think it's have to, teacher.
Complete sentence?
Okay, swimming costumes have to be worn at all times.
Very good. Okay. Now we will continue with example four. I guess number four it's easier. So I would like to hear. Let's see. Okay, maybe Luis Molina can help me with number four. What do you think, Luis?
For me, the number four is I need to. I need to get my tire fixed ASAP.
Very good. I need to. Oops. Need to. Well done. Okay, that example is correct. So very good. Let's continue. I want to hear in example number five, Christopher. What can you tell me about sentence number five? What is the correct answer?
Okay, I think it's you and Dave have to come over and see my new summer house.
Okay, that's a great answer. Thank you, Christopher. It sounds good. Let's continue with Beatrice. Beatrice, help me with sentence six.
You ah, teacher, tengo duda en esta.
So
De
what do you
hecho,
think is the correct answer?
eh, you have no ma. You need to. No, pero be late.
Remember that you can use these structures in negative. It's also possible to use them in negative.
Oh, you haven't.
You haven't?
No, haven't done to haven't. Tú no tendría que estar tarde. Ajá, you haven't.
You haven't? Okay.
Si usted dice have to, o pero dice que puede ser ajá, estaría así.
Okay.
Podría ser.
You haven't be late or Nana will be very angry. Okay.
No es, ajá, estar tarde.
Okay.
Será.
We will
Tengo dudas,
continue. No problem. Okay, we will check in a moment. Right now, we have to continue with another sentence. Please, Jose Alfredo, can you help me with sentence 7?
Okay, teacher. 7. I desperate.
Desperately?
How do you say it? Desperately. Have to go to the toilet.
Okay. I desperately have, oops. Give me a second. Have to go to the toilet. Okay, pretty good. And now we will finish with the last exercise. Abigail, can you help me with sentence 8?
You need to buy me a living gift.
You need to
Buy me a living gift.
Okay. You need to buy me a living gift. Okay. Everybody, let's check together the right answers. I'm gonna move these messages to one side. Maybe I will change the color. Let me see. We will change the color because we can't see. I see number 2, another color, number 3. Okay, we are going to check together, guys, what are the right answers per each sentence. So give me a second. I'm gonna move it. Number 6. Move it. Number 7. Move it. And number 8, and we have to move it. Okay. There you go. Right now, everybody, we have to check if our answers are correct. Remember, in some examples, more than one answer is possible. For example, guys, look at this. In example number 1, the 3 modals are correct, okay? If we use must, have to, or need to, the context, it doesn't change too much. That's why we can use any of the 3. Have to, must, and need to. So this is correct. Then, guys, in example number 2, mustn't is not correct, okay? In this case, mustn't is not correct, so maybe it's better. Can you help me with the microphones, guys? Thank you. So in this case, it's better to use needn't or don't need to, or don't have to, okay? So try to look at the context, okay? Remember that must, it's generally used for other obligations, right? Then we have in example number 3, must is the single possible answer. Why is that the single possible answer, guys? Because when we have written rules, they are, most of the time, they are written using must, okay? Because must is a little bit more formal in that way. When we are writing, Must is more formal than have to. Then in example number 4, as you see, we have I need to, I have to, I must. Okay, any of them are possible, but I consider the most adequate answer would be need to. Example number 5, again, everybody, we have the 3 possible answers, have to, must, or need to. Then in example, I consider in that example number 5, the most appropriate answer is must. However, have to and need to are also possible. In example number 6, as you see, we have to use mustn't. You mustn't be late. Okay, remember that haven't is not an option, guys. Why not? Because the complete form is haven't got. Haven't got to. Okay, if we don't use have got, sorry, if we don't use got, haven't is not possible. Okay, recuerden eso. Si estamos usando el have to, tendría la estructura completa tendría que ser haven't or have got to. Okay, si usamos solamente have to, entonces la respuesta sería have to or don't have to. Okay, so be careful in that part. And then everybody, well, as you can see, the right answer is mustn't, okay? At the end, it's talking about obligations again. Then, guys, example number 7, the possible answer is need to. Imagine going to the toilet, guys, is a necessity, not an obligation, right? Remember, going to the toilet is a necessity. That's why the right answer is need to, okay? And in the last answer, guys, well, I could say that need to would be possible, but in affirmative, sorry, in negative, not in affirmative, right? Because we are talking about a living gift. So I gave a gift to someone that is going away, okay? So in that case, it's not necessary to give a gift like that, okay? Well, there were some examples, guys, in which we got confused. I just want to remind you guys the possible answers for these modals. Remember that we can use must or mustn't, must or mustn't, also have to or don't have to. And when we use need to, everybody, there are 2 options in negative. First of all, guys, the common structure, we can use don't need to. And the other structure, guys, that is not very common, and we didn't talk about that, needn't, okay? It's also possible, but it's not common, okay? So try to avoid using it. Well, guys, I hope we can continue practicing this with these modals, but now I would like to continue with our speaking activity. Can you help me reading the question, Alfredo?
Okay, teacher. What do tourists need to know before coming to El Salvador?
Very good, thank you. Look at the instructions. Share with your classmates some important information that tourists have to know when they travel to El Salvador. You had 5 minutes to get ready with some ideas about it, okay? You will work in pairs, talking about some ideas or some important things tourists from other countries need to know when they come to El Salvador. For example, guys, something important people from other countries need to know when they come to El Salvador is that they need to pay in dollars, okay? Sometimes people come from, for example, from Colombia, from Europe, and they don't have dollars. But that's why this is an obligation. They have to bring dollars or a credit or debit card. In some cases, it's available, that option, right? Also, another important thing is that they should visit many beautiful places around the country, okay? As we mentioned, we have Surf City, or we have the Santa Ana volcano, or we have Alegria Lagoon. So there are many options, right? Try to use the models that we learn, everybody, to talk about important things tourists have to know, okay, when they travel to El Salvador. Try to use must, have to, need to, and also we can use should because we can recommend some places or some important things to do. For example, people or tourists should visit touristic places in El Salvador. They should eat pupusas. They should take many pictures everywhere they go. Okay, so these are, everybody, some of the sentences you have to create. Remember, using the modal verbs. Right now, do you have any question about this activity?
No, no, teacher, thank you.
No questions. Very good. Okay, guys, I would like to I would like to start this activity. So please, guys, work. There will be 3 groups of 2 and 1 group of 3 people, right? So guys, please practice. Okay, give your ideas. Then you put all your ideas together, guys, because you have to present all the ideas together. So one person is going to present your ideas. Now, everybody, practice your English. Remember, we have 5 minutes. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Okay. He, the teacher uh, tells that um, que dijéramos algo sobre lugares o cosas importantes. Eh, algo así,
Yes.
¿verdad?
Like, I don't know if I can say this or like in this way, but the main coin in El Salvador. Teacher, are you here?
Yes, I am.
¿Cómo puedo decir de que el dólar es la moneda, mm, no sé, como principal, pero creo que
The,
tiene un
the,
nombre en específico en inglés?
the main currency?
Currency, that is. Thank you. I think tourists need to know that dollar is like the main currency in El Salvador because um probably they use the
Um, the other thing, I think that the tourists um, sure uh, brújula. How do you say?
Ah, sí, no sé cómo se dice.
Sí, ahorita.
But I think the tourists need to know about the street.
Yes,
Sí, algunas
it's
calles y avenidas aquí porque no se pierden.
exactly.
Entonces sería the tourists. Need to, have to, ¿verdad?
Have to.
No, have to know about name the street. Nombre de algunas calles o cómo sería.
Yes.
The street name?
Yes. Other example, I think that the tourists have to
What about you, Luis?
Okay, no, in my case, I told you right, but here in El Salvador we have two kinds of tourists: international tourists and national tourists. Or people
Yes.
coming, yeah, or people coming more frequently during the Holy Week, right, to celebrate our religion or spiritual tourism.
Mhm.
And or people coming too during December, for example, right? To
Yes.
celebrate the Christmas coming here in Salvador because they need enjoy or food or typical food, right, with their people. Yeah, this is my opinion. The local tourist, but we have a local tourist too, right? But the international tourist is another point, right? Because they need more investigate before coming to El Salvador, investigate about our security, right? Do you know our country was very unsafe, right? But nowadays we are going to suppose that it's different. The safe in our country, maybe we have a more tourists. For example, and La Libertad and the El Tunco Beach, we have a lot of tourists, international tourists, right? A different kind of country, not only North American people. But
Yes.
yeah, yeah, we have with all people, Salvadoran people coming here to our country when need repair uh,
Hello, guys. Welcome back to our meeting. Right now, we have to continue talking about important things tourists need to know before they come to El Salvador. I listened to some of your ideas, and I'm really happy, guys, that most of us understood the activity and we work in that way. Right now, everybody, we will continue, and I want to hear some of you in our today's participation. To start, Katia, tell me, please, number 1, 2, 3, or 4?
3.
3. Okay. Beatrice and Christopher. Right now, I want to hear, let me see, Beatrice, okay? She's going to share with us what tourists need to do when they come to us. Beatrice.
We talk about um, important information that tourists have to know when they travel to El Salvador and need to visit some place, Tunco Beach, uh, Costa del Sol Beach, San Diego Beach, and some place that are near. Um, two important things. eh, eh, que se, ¿qué the tourists pay in dollars or in credit card, and to can travel by taxi, Uber, or rent a car, and can stay in a hotel or hostel. Por mi parte, solo eso.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so you mentioned very important things that tourists need to know when they come to El Salvador. Actually, that's interesting information that most of the people should consider when they come. Very good, Patricia. Thank you for sharing with us. Now, can you tell me another number? One, two, sorry, one, two, or four?
4.
Four. Okay, let me see. Right now, in number four, we have Abigail and Jose Alfredo. I want to hear Jose. Okay, Jose, tell me, what do tourists need to know when they come to El Salvador?
Okay, teacher. Then I think that uh, with Abigail, the tourists need to a map for the direction a different trip in the country. To the tourists need to sunglasses for the sun, for the weather. Uh, Other thing, the tourist sure sure give me a moment, teacher.
Okay, okay.
He should take your medicines after eats the food and wherever place in the country.
Okay.
And only that, teacher.
Okay, that's important information about people, what people need to know. But why did they have to take what do they have to take medicine when they go to some restaurants?
Maybe pectoris.
Come on, okay. Not all places in El Salvador are that bad, okay. There are
Yes, teacher.
sadly there are some there are some places that yes, they are not clean enough, and that's why so people get sick, right? But not all restaurants, come on. Okay, thank you, Jose, for sharing.
It
That
depends,
was
teacher, for you, he have a stomach ache. I don't know.
if someone
For
is
different eats foods. I don't know.
okay. So thank you for sharing. That was good, okay? Thank you for sharing about that. But come on. Okay, thank you. Right now, Jose, tell me another number. One or two?
You, teacher.
Two. Okay, so let me see. Okay. Number two, we have Katia and Damari. So I want to hear, oh, this is difficult. Maybe we will hear Damari right now, okay? Damari, tell me, what do tourists need to know before they come to El Salvador? Hello, Damari. Oh, let me see. Okay, let's see. Katia, can you continue with your explanation? What did you talk?
While I was talking with Amari, I told her that maybe tourists should know that the main currency in El Salvador is the dollar because you know that, for example, in Central America, every country has their own currency, and it's important for them to know that in the border you need to change the money, and here you can use dollar, or even they can use Bitcoin,
Oh,
which
yes.
is
One
I
of
think
the, uh-huh.
I think it's important that too. Also, I told her that they should know that traffic is terrible. So if they want to travel to Santa Ana, for example, they will spend more than an hour probably in traffic, which is not good, but they need to know that. And
Yeah.
what else? Also, I told her that maybe tourists should know that in our country it's very common to see people selling things on the bus because I have known many tourist people that they are like surprised when they see someone selling, I don't know, mangoes or things like that on the bus because that is not common in United States or in other country. But I think they should know that it's part of our culture, and that it's good. Hmm.
Yeah, one of the benefits of living in El Salvador that we can have many things in less than $1. So that's
Yes.
good. Okay, that's good. Thank you for sharing with us, Katia. That was really important information that tourists need to know when they come, and also something that we can take into account as tourists. Because I remember I heard someone that says that there are tourists like foreign tourists, but there are also local tourists. And we are local tourists when we visit other cities, right? For example, if you live in San Salvador, if you go to even if you go to El Boquerón, so you are a tourist, right? So that's why it's important to know all this information. Very good, Katia. Thank you for it. I guess we have time to hear group number one. It was Armando, Luis, and Mitzi. Let's give the opportunity to Armando, okay? Armando, what do tourists need to know when they come to El Salvador?
Okay, teacher. We in the group we talk about the tourists need to know about the climb because Europe is the climb is cold in this country. This is very hot, and they they had to visit now different areas because in this moment only the tourists only visit La Libertad, Las Santana, uh, the volcanoes and the other beaches. But for example, in the North Zone in Chalatenango, is very nice. Uh, in Sonsonate, the beaches are beautiful. It's nice beaches, and they need uh, they need to know about the traffic and the horas hours the hours that more the traffic is more difficult. For example, in the morning, uh, they they visit the different cities and very early or more late. But in the hours for translate the people at work is very difficult traffic.
That's right. Okay, very good, Armando. I really like what you mentioned about that. Mostly the fact of the traffic jam that we have in El Salvador. Actually, if you want to move from one city to another city, yes, you need to get up and drive early or late or a little bit later than usual, because there are some specific time that the traffic is less than in others, right? So thank you to all of you guys. I'm really happy that all of the groups could participate. Maybe not all of you, but one person per group. It was a great practice. Guys, today we finish with Unit 4. It means, everybody, that we have to do all the activities that are missing in Unit 4. In this case, everybody, we have to complete activity 4.4.3, and we have to finish in activity 4.4.5. Also, guys, I want to invite you to complete the exam for units 3 and 4. Remember, in unit 1 and 2, we took an exam. Then in units 3 and 4, we have to take the second exam. Okay? Everybody, please take it and try to continue with these activities. Remember, on Monday, we should have 75% of the activities, okay? El día lunes ya tenemos que tener el 75% de todas las actividades. Así que completen estas actividades, guys, para que podamos ir al día. Creo que incluso si terminan la unidad, llevan un poco más del 75%, pero así ya se nos hace más fácil terminar al 100% la próxima semana. ¿Ok? Guys, I hope we can continue practicing, and I hope we can continue on Monday. Okay? Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
teacher.
teacher. Thank you.
Good night, teacher.
Bye-bye.